Then later I was in cheer practice. We were doing a human pyramid and I was around the middle. The girl next to me was always rude. She judged the way I did my makeup and said stuff about me behind my back. The girl who went to the top was climbing when the girl next to me nudged my arm, making my elbow buckle and the entire pyramid collapse. When they were all on the floor in pain, she had the nerve to go, Ophelia, what the hell? It was so your fault. Seriously, what is it with these people? I immediately stood up and pointed at her as I went on a rant about everything she was always doing to me and how I always let it slide to me, only to push me like a 6-year-old on a playground. I, of course, pushed her back, and soon enough we were fighting on the floor. When the coach and principal separated us, we were both tugging on each other's hair, but then her extensions completely came off. She pretended it hurt, but I said, oh, please, these are barely taped to your hair. Everyone could tell you put them on wrong. Since I was the only one who did damage, though minimal, I was the only one punished. I had to stay behind after school and mop the floors of a few classrooms and the main hallway for 2 weeks. One of the cleaning ladies handed me a bucket and a mop as soon as school ended, and when classrooms were empty, I started working. I honestly didn't mind mopping. The only thing I was mad about was the other girl not being punished. I put my earbuds in and danced around while mopping the classrooms. The cleaning lady from before then came into the classroom that I had just finished cleaning, looked around and told me to move on to the hall. I never noticed how nasty the floors were after school. I mopped and mopped, but they still didn't look clean. I didn't notice my shoelaces were untied, but I tripped over them and crashed into a locker, the mop bumping right on the lock. The locker burst open and an old-looking notebook fell out, falling open on my freshly mopped floor. I picked it up and read the pages that were open. It was full of rumors and secrets of people in my school. Almost everyone had secrets written in that notebook. Even me. How did the owner know about the time I choked on a fly while cheering? Suddenly, it clicked. You see, my school was mostly normal, but we had a leak, I guess. A couple times a week at completely random times, somebody hacked into my school's loudspeakers and in a disguised voice began telling people secrets or making up rumors about them. The amount of students who left or got expelled and teachers who got fired was unbelievable. One time, a math teacher broke down in class when a loudspeaker exposed that she was pregnant with the married principal's baby. Let's just say we have a new principal and math teacher now. The notebook was insane though. I figured it belonged to whoever hacked into the loudspeaker. I shoved it back into the locker and wrote down the numbers. Every day after that, I nonchalantly walked past the locker or watched it from afar, waiting to see who it belonged to. Every time I thought someone was about to open it, they simply kept walking. I had almost given up when it finally happened. I was walking out of class when Derek, the guy I went on a terrible date with, threw his arm over my shoulders and walked with me, asking me for a second chance to impress me. I wasn't amused, maybe even a little uncomfortable, but we kept walking. He said he'd walk me to class first, but he needed to go to his locker for a second. I shrugged and kept walking, but then we got closer to the locker, and my heartbeat quickened. He then proceeded to actually open the locker, and I saw him take out the notebook and put it in the back of his locker. I